Okay, good evening, everyone. Today is May 6th, 2025, and this is the meeting of the Northborough Planning Board. This meeting is fully remote, and I don't have to read the blurb anymore. So, it is now 6:05, and first on our agenda is an A&R for 99 Crawford Street. And Lori said she would present this. There's no applicant here tonight.
Mhm. Can you see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So this A&R is just the creation of one new lot out of a very large parcel that, oh, I just see that it's upside down. So let
Yeah.
me see if I can.
That's like,
So it's one lot out of 36-acre parcel. So it does have sufficient frontage. It does have sufficient area, and it is 100% uplands. So you can see that there is an upland, I'll blow it up a little bit, calculation of 80,182 square feet. So this is a conventional lot, and it is located within the residential B zoning district.
okay. Did you have any concerns with it?
I did. The first version of the plan did not include the upland area. So I asked them to revise the plan to include it, and they have since done that. So my comments have been fully addressed.
Okay. And I'm not sure if board members saw it, but the town engineer, Josh, had written a letter and he had no comments.
Yep. Saw that.
Okay. Does anybody on the board have a comment?
Nope.
No.
No. Lori, I just have one quick question, and maybe you didn't see their property. Is this the one that has the garage in the back? So I was wondering if this lot includes, they look like they have like a contractor yard garage on their parcel.
Um, there is an existing dwelling that's under construction, but I don't, I can pull up the, let's see.
I mean, not that it would probably change this. I was just curious if this included the house and the garage, or it just was the house on the street.
Let me, see if I can pull up the,
Amy, are you talking about like it looks like a red barn?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I pulled it up on Google Maps here.
oh, actually, can you share that? I will unshare. If you have Google Maps on,
Yep.
that's what I was just gonna do. And so if you could share your screen to show that, that'd be great.
Sure.
Is this the same area where somebody was looking to build a few years ago, but there was a lot of water issues or drainage issues?
That is a different parcel on Crawford Street.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I zoomed in a little bit, but what Amy's referring to is this red barn here over the
Okay.
left.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a different lot, actually. There's another one that has a barn way out in the back,
Oh,
a
okay.
different parcel. But it's good that you brought this up. So the house and the barn must be included on the parcel in the A&R.
The barn is not shown on the A&R for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be though, does it, normally?
Well, ideally, you like to show existing structures.
Mm-hmm.
But from the edge of the house to the property line is 91.5 feet. So certainly there would be plenty of land so that barn wouldn't be in the side setback, I don't believe.
What happened if we approved an A&R and the barn was in the side setback? Now it's non-conforming.
Well, I suppose it's pre-existing, so it's already been built, so the building inspector would not require that to be taken down.
That I saw once, though, you weren't allowed to make a lot that made the properties on the lot non-conforming, you know?
Well, remember, the only thing that you're allowed to look at with A&Rs are the adequacy of the roadway, providing frontage, the adequacy of the access to the buildable portion of the lot, and whether there's sufficient frontage. So a parcel could come before you with less than the minimum lot size requirement. So it could be non-conforming in that way. However, you can't deny the A&R on that basis. So that's why we always require the note to be put on the A&R plan that says that compliance with zoning or other regulations is neither expressed nor implied.
But, so you're saying they need to have 80,000 square feet, so they could bring something forward for 60,000 square feet and then have a non-conforming lot?
Yes, essentially. So it wouldn't be a buildable lot, but if it already had a structure on it, then it would meet the requirements for an A&R.
I'd like to ask town council on that. I don't think they can do that. Because then, like, I could use my lot and make a non-conforming lot and then have enough room to build another house. Like, that wouldn't
No.
make sense.
Like I said, if you have sufficient frontage with
Mhm.
both lots and the roadway is sufficient and the access to the buildable portion of the lot is adequate, then the planning board pretty much has to approve it. That
I thought you
doesn't
need
make it,
lots.
that doesn't make a buildable lot, however. So if it's an undersized lot, then it won't be buildable unless the ZBA grants a dimensional variance.
I thought you needed frontage and lot size, those two things.
You do not.
I'd like to double check on that. Like, that doesn't make sense at all because there are builders that can get really tricky with what they want to do.
I'd be happy to forward you the links to the A&R handbook.
I have
And
it.
it explains that you can only look at those three criteria.
Actually, Lori, would you mind?
You cannot deny an A&R because of inadequate lot area.
Hmm.
Like I said, they're creating a non-buildable lot, so you can require a note to be put on that lot saying that this is not a buildable lot.
Yeah, but if they've already built on it, then it doesn't matter.
So when we get to the next A&R,
Mhm.
if you recall, I know Amy, you and I went back and forth. We did get an opinion from town council, which I'd be happy to read into the record. So in that instance, you have two lots with two buildings on them. And one of the lots is very much insufficient in area. And like I said, I'd be happy to read the legal opinion when we get to that point.
Okay. Well, for this one right now, this has adequate frontage and adequate lot size.
Quick question, is this A&R for this house or is this somewhere else near this property? I'm kind of confused.
So there's a 36-acre parcel.
Yep.
So what they're doing is they're carving out one lot from the larger parcel.
So-
I don't know the purpose of that. I anticipate that they're interested in doing something with the remaining land, whether it's a subdivision or whether it's an A&R, I can't
Right.
tell you.
Okay, so it's not this property, it's either to the right or the left or behind it is what.
So it's it's the large parcel that is being subdivided to create this lot.
Is it this house or is there something, is it another property?
Like I said, I don't know what their intent is to do with the remaining land.
But are you asking Anthony if this house is on that lot that they are creating?
Right, it's not so there's a separate lot that's not related to this property that we're looking at right now. I mean, it's related, but we're not looking at it right now in this picture.
I think that is the property.
Okay. I think I understand. So it's not here, it's maybe adjacent to this house or wherever where they're building this separate lot. I think I understand. I'm making this.
I don't think they're building anything yet. They're just subdividing.
Do they have adequate square footage to build on that second lot, or were they?
Second,
Okay, roll call vote. Millie Milton,
Aye.
Anthony Zaitin,
I
Bill Pierce,
aye.
Brad Blanchett,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. Okay, the second A&R on the list is 24 Colburn Street, 28 Overlook Park.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen again.
This one looked like a lot of lines. I couldn't even figure it out on my own, the drawing.
All right, can you see it? Overlook Park and
Yep.
Yeah, Colburn Street. Do you see the A&R?
Mm,
No?
I see the the site plan there.
Okay, so you see the A&R plan? It says amended A&R?
Yep,
Mhm.
Okay,
we
good.
just can
Oh,
see
yeah, yeah.
Overlook
Yeah.
Park. It's hard to find Colburn Street. It's way over on the left, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to look for.
Okay, so a little bit of explanation
Yeah.
here. So these two parcels are owned by the same person. And this dotted line right here, if you can follow my arrow, denotes the existing property line. So what they are interested in doing is so apparently the house is kind of on a cliff. So what they want to do is they want to relocate the lot line so they can either move the house or demolish the house and build a new house in an area that is kind of safer and preferable to the property owner. So, like I said, this is a situation where you have a lot that's very much undersized. So, there is a hybrid process for approving the creation of lots that don't meet the minimum frontage and requirements. So as you can see, this lot right here is landlocked. So they have no frontage at all. So their access is derived from an easement. So I did reach out to town council to see if we should go through the traditional A&R process, or we should go through it's a process derived from a litigation with the Seguin. And essentially it's a two-step process that involves going to the ZBA first for a frontage variance and then coming to the planning board for A&R approval, or actually definitive plan approval. So his email to me said, Laurie, on this, I reviewed the plan and confirmed that A&R endorsement is required because the plan does not show a division of land into two or more lots, a subdivision. It shows the division of one lot, 28 Overlook Park, into a lot and a non-buildable parcel. The non-buildable parcel will be combined with an existing lot. So that would be the 24 Colburn. Because it does not show a subdivision, the planning board does not need to consider frontage and is required to endorse the plan A&R. As noted on the plan, of course, the planning board endorsement does not mean that the lots conform to the zoning bylaws. As we discussed, use of the lots going forward may require further approvals under the zoning bylaws. So that was a further question having to do with the placement of the house, should they decide to demolish the existing home and build new. But as far as I know, they have not made that decision as of yet, so they may just be moving it, as I mentioned.
Where is the lot line going? I see lot line to be removed.
So this is the new lot line in the center.
So it looks like to me on the left, it's making a bigger lot,
Mhm.
is it?
So it's essentially moving the lot line.
To make,
Does it change like the lot size? Does that get bigger than it
It
originally was?
does. So the new size of the lots. Let me see, look at my printed version is much easier for me to see. So the new lot area is denoted here. So 24 Colburn Street will now have 32,941 square feet. And the 28 Overlook Park will now have 36,776 square feet.
And what is the lot size for that area?
The minimum lot size is 20,000 square feet.
Oh, so they're
Okay.
both,
yeah, they're fine.
So they're both compliant.
Yeah,
So 24 Colburn was not originally compliant.
right.
And like I said, it doesn't have frontage. So that was the question that I had for him.
So how does that work when you don't have frontage? Did you just grandfathered in, or how does that work?
Well, so if it was a lot that did not have a structure on it, then it would have to go to the zoning board of appeals for a frontage variance first, and then it would come to the planning board for the A&R.
So how does it not have frontage? There's a house on that, right?
Because they have an easement. So these are old camps. So both of the homes are 100 years old. So they predated zoning by
Where's,
about
What, a
50
few years?
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And because it's existing, then
Oh,
it is grandfathered if I'm. Is that-
Essentially.
Gotcha.
oh. Huh. Interesting.
did they get to it from Overlook or down the gravel drive from Colburn? I'm just curious.
So in the notes here, it talks about an easement.
Mhm.
So it says AP 29 lot 51 is subject to a right-of-way easement as mentioned in deed book 2193, page 176, and on a plan entitled Plan of Land in Northborough, owned by Alfred Mitchell. It's this note right here.
Mhm. What does that mean? Where's the easement? Is it through Overlook Park or through Colburn Street where it says gravel drive?
Looking at a map, it looks like it's going straight from Colburn on kind of a shared gravel driveway.
Hmm,
And it looks like that's the same owner.
yeah. Wait, where is Colburn Street? I'm a little lost on the orientation here.
It's on the way to the Solomon Pond Mall.
And the
Right,
senior
no, I
center.
know where it is. I just don't
Oh.
see it on here.
So you can see it in the locus. I'm gonna move it up a little bit. So you can see Colburn Street is there. And then the projected area is here. So they have an easement.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
then as you can see, they have They have all these gravel driveways.
Right, I saw
So
those.
these two lots are owned by the same individual.
Yeah,
And there's a right of way here.
interesting.
Okay, so town council saw this and he thought it was okay for us to approve.
Correct.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions?
Not for me.
No,
Not for me either.
Nope.
Do I hear a motion
Nope.
to approve the A&R for 24 Colburn Street, 28 Overlook Park?
so moved.
Second.
Okay, roll call vote. Anthony Zaitin,
Aye.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
Bill Pierce,
Aye.
Brad Blanchett,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So that has been approved. Lori, have you heard if they're gonna go forward with the duplex that's right near there that we approved?
I haven't heard anything since they were last before
Mm.
us.
Mm.
But of course they have, what is it, 3 years? So
thought
they're
usually
they're
2,
still
right?
working under that limit.
That was 2.
Actually, it's a variance, so it's 1 year.
Oh,
And it was a special permit for a duplex, so that would be 2 years too.
Yeah, so the 1 year is the closest deadline.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be getting near, isn't it?
I feel like it's gotta be coming up.
Funny, no one ever builds that, in that lot. Maybe they get the permits and then can't find a
Yeah.
buyer.
Yeah,
All right, next on the agenda, we have minutes. Did anyone have any additional amendments to the minutes for April 1st?
Did not.
Nope. Is April 1st? Is that the one, Amy, you had a couple changes?
I did. I had a
Yeah,
couple
that's the one.
changes.
Okay. Yeah,
on both of them.
yeah, I like those changes, so nothing else.
Okay, do I have Millie, are you still looking or do you want?
I'm gonna abstain because I wasn't here for this one.
Oh, okay. So do I have a motion to approve the amended minutes for April 1st?
Remote?
Second.
Second. Okay, Anthony Zaitin,
Aye.
Brad Blanchett,
Aye.
Millie Milton,
Abstain.
and Bill Pierce.
Aye.
And Amy's an aye. Okay, those minutes are approved. Any comments for the April 15 minutes?
No.
Nope, those are pretty on target.
Okay, I had a couple changes, but they were minor too, I think. Okay, hearing no more amendments, do I have a motion to approve the minutes for April 15th
So moved.
as amended, sorry. Do I have a second? Okay, roll call vote. Anthony Zaitin,
Aye.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
Bill Pierce,
Aye.
Brad Blanchett,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. Next on the agenda is subcommittee updates. Any
Not for-
updates?
Not for me.
Nope. CPC's done.
Oh, good, yeah. Design review didn't have any applicants, so we're skipping this month. Okay, after the election, Brad, we can go through and see if you want any committees. Should you get elected?
Sure.
All right, next planning board meeting is on May 20th? It says May 20th, but is it? What's today?
It is the
Oh,
20th.
okay.
Yeah,
For
the 13th. Yeah.
some
Yeah,
reason I thought it was the 15th. Lori, for the 20th, do you think we'll have Reservoir Street?
No, I got an email today saying, and I spoke to Bob Ferrante yesterday. He wants to continue once again. He's still trying to work out the particulars for the Conservation Commission. So he sent me an email today, but he didn't specify which meeting in June he wanted to be on. So I asked him to be more clear. So I'm still awaiting a follow-up email from him. So the only thing that we would have on the agenda at this point, unless you have something you want to add, is I am going to ask for 2 letters of recommendation. I will be submitting a MassWorks grant application for 9 Goddard Street. As you know from town meeting, they are interested in doing quite a bit of work at 9 Goddard. They're a huge retrofit of an existing building. They want to construct a new building, and they also want to construct parking lot to accommodate the new workers. So they're anticipating hiring approximately 60 new workers. So they need to expand their parking lot to accommodate them. And the new parking lot would be across the street from their current facility. So they have asked me to apply for a MassWorks grant to help cover the cost of some of the improvements, crosswalk improvements in particular, which isn't really a heavy lift. But it's part of their effort to entice headquarters to invest in the town of Northborough. So I did agree to apply for the MassWorks grant on their behalf. And then the other application, I believe I spoke to you about it previously. The town of Southborough approached Northborough to see if we would be interested in applying for a planning grant to do a study of Route 9. So it would be like a corridor plan that would cover the towns, Route 9 within the towns of Southborough, Northborough, and Westborough. So I spoke to the select board about that maybe a month or so ago, and they were in favor of it. So I will be also submitting a joint grant application, and it would certainly help bolster our grant application if we can have letters of support from entities such as the planning board, the select board, master plan, the implementation, and the like. So I will draft these 2 letters for your consideration at the next meeting.
I just got a quick question on MassWorks. If we go for the MassWorks grant for for the company on 9 Goddard, does that mean we would be less likely to get it for something else in the town? Like, we've never gotten the MassWorks grant before, but I've always thought we could use it for a great project for the town of Northborough. But if we use it for
Yeah.
this one company, are we hurting our chances of ever getting it again?
No, I don't think so. They look at each grant application on its merits. And in order to be competitive for a grant application, you have to partner with a private development proposal. So I am unaware of any private development proposals that are large enough to come forward in the next year anyway. So I think especially because Northborough has never gotten a MassWorks grant, I think we would still be competitive. And I'm not even sure. I am a little bit concerned because this project is so small.
Right.
And MassWorks usually funds, multi-million-dollar utility extensions. So I am already concerned about our ability to secure these funds, but certainly I want to be business friendly. This would be a great opportunity for the town of Northborough to secure high-paying jobs, as well as great, enable us to really secure a firm in the town of Northborough who's been here for many, many years and has always been a good neighbor.
Mhm.
So that's why I agreed to do this extra legwork.
Did you say 16 or 60 jobs?
60.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. All right. Okay. Anyone else have any questions or anything you want to add to the agenda? For May 20th.
Anybody got any pet bylaws in the back of their mind?
Oh,
Oh, no.
not yet.
I need a break from zoning bylaws.
Yes,
I already
and
have
no.
one. I do. But I've already
No, Amy,
started it.
no.
You already know about it, Lori. But I've already started it. So, but it's
August.
not, we'll get to it, maybe July though.
And I
Just
do,
because we run out of time.
Yeah.
really, really want to work on those subdivision regs.
Yep.
So particularly the section that pertains to common driveways, because we get at least one of those every single year.
Mhm.
And the regulations are so antiquated that I'm concerned about projects that are going through our regulations being the way they
Mhm.
are.
Mhm. Okay. So maybe we can skip one of the June meetings if we don't get anything else.
Maybe on our next meeting schedule, we can talk about summer schedule.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
'cause I can tell you, I'll already be out for the July 15th.
All right, I will put that on the agenda. So everybody come prepared with your calendars for the summer.
Deal.
Got it.
And with the committees that you want to be on, if you want to change committees, think about that too. We'll add that. Okay. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Roll call vote. Anthony Zaitin,
Aye.
Millie Milton,
Aye.
Bill Pierce,
Aye.
Brad Blanchett,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. See you guys on the 15th or the 20th. Sorry.
20th.